This is Wild with Sabile Combatas. I'm here with Chris. You see this a lot in knife defense. I don't have a training knife on me at the moment. Chris will just come at me with a straight thrust to the belly. Go ahead. You see this a lot. I was just watching a video on YouTube with a very well-known 9th degree grandmaster of Hapkido. He was teaching that. I've seen Shotokan karate guys doing that. I've seen Kempo guys doing that. I've seen lots of people doing that. And as someone who has trained in knife arts from the Philippines and Indonesia for about 15 years now, all I can say is no. No, no, no. Or...
Want to show why?
Maybe. Okay, so if the person knows nothing about knife fighting and they're just enraged and they're stepping at you from a distance so you can see it coming and they're coming at you like this, then yeah, maybe you could grab that arm. I made it easy for him, right? I'm gonna kill you with this knife right here. I'm gonna stab you in the belly with it. Ah! Right? Yeah, okay, easy. Or maybe if they're just doing the same motion over and over again. Maybe you already got stabbed once or twice and you didn't even realize it at first. You just felt like you were being punched. And then all of a sudden you realize that this guy is going boom, 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 and stabbing you. Then yeah, because he's doing the same, it's predictable. He's doing the same thing over and over, you can get that. But if the guy knows anything about knife fighting, if he's not out of his mind with fury, if he's thinking, no, that's not gonna happen. Because what if he does this? He fakes, right? He gives you that. You start to go for your little thing that you were taught how to do, and then boom. Or even worse, he comes in like this. You're not gonna get that. There's no way. Or he pulls back strongly, comes at you, you go for that grab, pulls back. You know what just happened? His palms got sliced open. And now, he can't grip well. His hands are slippery and bloody. He's in pain. Can't think clearly, he's going into shock. It becomes even harder. I get the thinking. I understand the thought process. Create distance between you and the other guy. Get a hold of the knife hand so he can't stab you. And then work your way in to some kind of finish. Boom. What I want to suggest to you instead is that you look for positional control. Positional dominance. Meaning, his knife hand is here. I want to get here. Easier said than done, I know. But that's what I want. I want to be there, one way or another. Or here. Or here. From there, I can look to secure the knife arm. I'm going to put myself in a position where I'm not in danger, and maybe he's off balance, and the knife isn't pointing at me and can't even get at me easily. So this is the Silat and Kali approach, the Indonesian, Malaysian, Filipino approach. Now I know karate guys, taekwondo guys, hapkido people who don't come from knife-based arts, when they see the Southeast Asian manner, they say, oh, you're not controlling the knife hand. That's a terrible defense. I don't know what to tell you except you need to try it and understand that you cannot control this right away against an experienced knife fighter. You just can't get it. If it's moving like this, you can't control that. What you can do is look to control this. Because even when this is moving around a lot, this is fairly stable. So you can look to get to a better position vis-a-vis my upper arm and shoulder. Even if you get stabbed or cut in the process. So if he's just coming at me in some kind of way, there. You see what I got there? And look where I am. Exactly where I said I wanted to be. I didn't know what he was going to do. I just reacted. Then from there, I can come in, lock the wrist, take the knife away. The finish is up to you. And if he does come in with that sort of attack that we were talking about, right? It's true, I don't have control over his hand. He could turn his hand and point the knife down toward me. Yep, that way, or down the other way. But I'm not gonna stay here. As soon as I get here, I'm gonna come over the top. I'm gonna look to establish control. Maybe take him down here. Maybe come over the top and hit. Then I work the knife. I come back in, I feed it back to him. Whoop, I didn't, or you get a disarm. Or you take it away this way. Or this way. If you know what I'm talking about. So position. If you're really, really committed, come in with that low attack. To this, fine. But if you spend any time knife sparring, right, just put on a fencing helmet and a pair of hockey gloves. You and your partner both go out there with an aluminum training blade. Try to get that. You ought to be able to get it. It's easier when the person is wearing hockey gloves or lacrosse gloves because there's more to grab onto. So if you think you can get that, then you ought to be able to get it in that situation. And if you can't, then I'm telling you, you can't get it in real life. It's not going to work. That's all. Thanks very much. Please subscribe. And you can watch that video or that one. Up key.